brought our team, the acting town clerk, and together with the planners, who are more conversant with this issue because it's a highly technical issue. And also the questions were also very technical, but the policy framework is that we had received also as council issues around the complaints on the proliferation of service station, and it's the process of getting to a service station involves a number of institutions, some of which we have control, some of which, such as EMA, ZERA, and so forth, are controlled elsewhere. But we have processes that we control ourselves as council in terms of planning and other safety measures. So when we received the complaints, at some point we banned the issuance of service stations as a council until such time that the bodies involved were to meet to come up with a consolidated policy framework. Our organization, that is the City Council, met with ZERA government officials, and they came up with a policy framework to deal with what we could say a policy framework to deal with the issuance of licenses to service stations, which our planner will talk to in detail. But whilst we were at it, the minister also issued, Minister of Local Government, issued a moratorium on all planning issues within the cities, within the city of Harare, including the issue in question or in Kasu. So what the moratorium did was that any planning issues that were to happen were now happening through a waiver at the ministry. So if you wanted to build, to have a service station or anything, you then apply for a waiver from the minister or the ministry, and once you get that waiver, you then come back to the city council to do the planning process. So the element of the waiver is still in place to an extent in relation to service stations. In relation, it has been loosened on other areas, but in relation to service stations. But that having been said, they still need to come up with a proper framework, because the waiver system can also lead us back to where we are, because it will be at the discretion of the ministry. The dilemma also is the advance of technology in around service stations. There is an increase in, there is now an international norm of mobile service stations, which was difficult to have previously, but now internationally and on the continent, people can and are operating service stations. And I do understand that government itself has issued a call. Is it government? Yeah, has issued a call last year for people to begin operating mobile service stations, ostensibly for remote areas. But Harare has got characteristics of remoteness in certain areas, like Budiriro, the extension. No offense to my honorable. But there are areas that are commonly called extensions within and around Harare. These areas normally do not have facilities, they do not have, because of the way they were haphazardly constructed. So we've had people attempting to operate mobile service stations in those areas. So it's another technological dilemma or trilemma, as the case may be. quadrilemma. The issues are many. As the case may be, on that issue, what do we do with the advancements of technology? Our regulations say that we must dig a hole and put a tank in the hole. Now, the norm is that you can operate above ground on a appropriately constructed mobile service station. So those are the policy issues that we are grappling with in relation to that issue, by way of background. And the other issue has been the development of what we call development corridors. These corridors are such that if you look at, we've designed the city going forward, that Samora Machel, Enterprise, Loma Gundi, Kilinara, and any roads leading outside Harare are what we call development corridors. And the city is going to be, or is already developing along those developmental corridors. And people were used to certain parts of Samora Machel, Loma Gundi, Enterprise being residential areas. They are no longer that. And if there are any parts of them that are that, they will no longer be that. This is in line with the developmental imperatives in NDS 1 and in NDS 2, which focus on densification and maximum utilization of urban land to create and generate wealth and employment. And you'll see on Borodo Road, most banks are building headquarters there, hotels, and so forth around those areas. And that's the kind of development then of necessity comes with the need to then have service station at certain intervals that would have been determined by the planning imperative. And when people, but we cannot sequence what begins first, an office or a service station. Once the area has been designated, you will find that the person will then rush to do a service station because it's more lucrative and abandon other issues. So way of framing and the policy framework as council, we are guided by our resolution to stop the moratorium by the ministry and the waivers so given, and the policy that we've constructed with the other agencies that are involved in this area. Thank you, Chair.